On today's show, we're going to have a commercial about the Nintendo Switch, and we're going to have a student poll from you Eagles about which Nintendo game is your favorite. I'm Joshua, and this is ENN. You know, I'm starting to get a little bit tired of playing all these PlayStation and Xbox games. So I'm thinking maybe it's time to go back to my roots and play some good old Nintendo games.
Get that Nintendo Switch out of here. You should have the OLED model by now.
But it works fine.
Hey, I'm doing the talking here. The Nintendo Switch OLED version came out on October 8, 2021. It's better than the Nintendo Switch for a lot of reasons. It has a bigger screen, better graphics, and a better kickstand.
Oh, really? That sounds super cool. Dee Dee, you won't believe it.
What is it?
Nintendo's releasing a new OLED model with the release of the new Zelda game.
Oh, tell me what.
This console sure is a beauty. Its vibrant design and gold colors really makes it stand out. And it's releasing in April for only $349.99.
So what are you waiting for? Why don't you have it already?
I'm gonna wait for the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom model to release this month.
Sounds good to me.
Man, I can't wait to get my hands on that new Nintendo Switch. Now, let's go over to Corton so he can give us the feature story about one of the local retro gaming centers.
In recent years, retro gaming has seen a huge rise in popularity. Between those interested in collecting and playing games, retro gaming has created a huge market. Let's go to George Arthur, owner of Cyber Sage Video Games, to learn more.
Why did I decide to start this business? Well, I've actually been in this business for over 30 years. I'm not the original owner. I worked for the original owner of the company since 1997. His name was Mel. He actually opened a store called CD Trader, where we had CDs and video games, as well as records and laser discs, a little bit of everything. He retired in 2018, and he decided to give me the business since I worked for him for a very long time. So it kind of fell into my hands, and we moved up here a couple of years ago to take care of my mother-in-law. So when we decided to move up here to do that, I wanted to kind of consolidate the video games because that's my personal passion. Why did retro gaming become popular? I tend to blame YouTube channels for kind of inflating the retro video game passion. I'm sure a lot of people that are interested in video games have heard of the Angry Video Game Nerd YouTube channels like Metal Jesus Rocks or Happy Console Gamer. There's a lot of content on YouTube that younger people watch, and it gets them interested in the older games. It's kind of a weird feeling both ways, because I see people playing the games I grew up with and having the same passion for them, and even though they're kind of, might seem lackluster compared to today's graphics, they still enjoy them the same. And it's a little bit of they're getting a little bit of the video game history as they collect and play these games as well. What is the best part about retro gaming? I think the fact that they give a little bit of the history of ongoing series like Mario and The Legend of Zelda and Metroid, Final Fantasy. You get to go back and you get to see the origins of where these series come from and where they get their roots and where the base characters like Chocobos or Goombas and stuff like that come from, and see how the games evolved over the years. I definitely think that's the best thing about retro gaming. What do I think about the future of retro gaming? It's a little uncertain. There's a lot of weird things happening in the retro gaming collector market. Some people are jumping into the market now, not to enjoy the games, but rather to collect them for an investment. There are companies known as WATA and VGA where you can actually send your game off to them and they'll grade the condition of it and give it a number value, and it becomes kind of a collectible. I'm not personally into that, but the fact that there's sort of becoming collectibles like comic books and old gold coins and stuff like that is really strange to me. The interesting thing is that it always changes from generation to generation. A lot of the games that are new now will be retro in the future, so it just depends on what the next generation is going to do with that.
Wow, that was really informative. I never expected this story to be so interesting. Now, back to you, Joshua.
Alrighty, now let's hear from you Eagles about what your favorite Nintendo game is.
It's proven that more than 60% of high school students have played Nintendo games. So let's ask some of you Eagles what your favorite Nintendo games are.
I'm Sean, and my favorite Nintendo game is Mario Kart because I can play with my friends.
My name is Hunter. I really love playing Animal Crossing. It's my most favorite game because you get to walk around and talk to different creatures in the game, and it's really cool.
My name is Max, and my favorite Nintendo game is Super Mario Bros. 2 because you get to play as Toad, and I love that mushroom.
I'm Monty Carter, and my favorite Nintendo game is Mario because it's very fun, and I just like the noise he says when he says Mario, hee hee!
Those are some interesting game choices. My personal favorite is Wii Sports. Now, let's go back to Josh.
Alrighty, now before we end, let's hear some final announcements.
If you want to get a scholarship, the school's bulletin board for scholarships will be updated monthly, and see Coach Mays for more details. Youth Government meets every Monday in room 19213. Juniors and seniors, if you're interested in visiting Travis Technical College, there'll be a food trip on Wednesday, April 12th. Sign up in guidance if you want a seat. HOSA meets every second Monday of the month in the Skillmark room, 4115. Young Life meets every Friday morning at 6:30 in room 1215.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna go check out that Retro Gaming Center. So I'll see you guys later.